Good day, everyone. I'm Midshipman De La Cruz Jonas M. from Bsmt 2 Delta. Our topic for today is the Annex 6 of Marpol, which is the air pollution. For the first slide, we have here the purpose of Annex 6. We have four, let's say, major purpose of Annex 6. First is to minimize air pollution from ships and improve air quality. Second is to protect human health and the environment. Third, establish international standards for emissions. Fourth, and the last one is to address climate change by reducing greenhouse gases. By these four purposes, the use of Annex 6 of Marpol has a great impact in the environment that can make the world a better and safer place. For our next slide, we have here the Annex 6 has important impact in terms of health impact, environmental protection, and compliance. So how does Annex 6 impact these three? First is the health impact. It reduces respiratory illnesses and other health issues caused by air pollutants. Second is the environmental protection, which is it mitigates acid rain and its harmful effects on the ecosystem. Third is the compliance, which is it provides a framework for ship operators to follow, ensuring accountability.
Annex 6 details measures to reduce the emission of sulfur oxide, called SOx emissions, and nitrogen oxides, called NOx emissions from ships. It also stipulates actions to be taken to reduce the use and emission of ozone-depleting substances and other harmful air emissions. This annex calls for the sulfur content of marine bunkers to be capped at 4.5% worldwide. In addition, it defines SOx emission control areas, SECA, currently the Baltic and the North Sea, where the sulfur content should not exceed 1.5%.
I'm MJ Salvador. I'm presenting to you Annex 6 Air Pollution and Definition of Terms. First one is sulfur oxides. Sulfur oxides is emission from burning fuel containing sulfur, contributing to air pollution. The second one is nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides is gases produced during combustion. They lead to smog and acid rain. Third one, volatile organic compounds is chemicals that evaporate and contribute to air quality issues, especially during cargo handling. Fourth one, energy efficiency design index. Energy efficiency design index is a measure of a ship's energy efficiency in terms of CO2 emissions per ton mile. And the fifth one, last one, ship energy efficiency management plan. So this one is a plan required for all ships, detailing measures to improve energy efficiency. What is sulfur oxides used for? Sulfur oxides is not used for any beneficial purpose. In maritime operation. Instead, they are byproducts of burning fuels, I mean sulfur-rich fuels in ships. The focus on maritime industry is on reducing sulfur oxides, in short, SO, due to their harmful environmental and health effects. What is nitrogen used for? Nitrogen oxides is also not used for any beneficial purpose in maritime operation. They are harmful byproducts to fuel combustion in ship engines, prompting regulation to limit their emissions due to environmental and health impacts. Effort focus on reducing nitrogen oxides, in short, NOx, through cleaner technologies and fuel alternatives. What is volatile organic compounds? Volatile organic compounds are emitted from fuels, cargo, and cleaning agents in maritime operation, while they functionally roles in products. They also contribute to air pollution and health issues, leading to regulation aimed at reducing their emissions. What is Energy Efficiency Design Index? It is a regulatory measured by International Maritime Industry, in short, IMO, to promote efficient ships design. It says efficiency standard for new ships based on their capacity and type, aiming to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. What is Ship Energy Efficiency Management Plan? It is a mandatory document for ship under IMO regulations. It outlines strategies for improving energy efficiency and reducing greenhouse gas emissions during operations.
Hello everyone, I am Cadet Gusilatar. Our topic for today is scope of applications. And, sabi dito, who it applies to. Okay, babasahin ko muna. All ship over 400 gross tons engage in international trades, including specific smaller vessel in designated areas. Ano nga ba yung gross tons of engage for international trades? Based on my own is it is sounds like this statement relates to regulations under an international maritime frameworks like from Marpol, the International Convention from the Preventions of Pollution from Ship, or a smaller standard in maritime. Certain regulation applied to ship of specific and above, from particularly from pollution prevent measures. For examples, all ship over 400 gross tons engaged in international voyage are required to comply with the several Marpol regulations, especially regarding oil, sewage, and garbage, and the discharge limit. For my examples, And the smaller vessel in a special or designated of areas may also need to adhere to structured discharge and operational regulation requirements to environmental system in those regulations. And ito naman po yung geographic areas. Sabi dito, particularly straight in emission controls areas, ECAS. Ito po yung emission control areas na ano nga ba ang emission controls areas? Kumbaga ito po yung specific geographic zone where strict regulation are enforced for unit emission of sulfur oxides, yun po, and nitrogen oxides for a particular matter and the other pollution for ship. And this area are defined by International Maritime Organization and under Marpol Annex 4 at minimize area pollution from ship in the enhancing air quality in coastal areas and front and ports. And yun lang po. Thank you.
Under Marpol, ship must conform to efficiency standard regulating the stowing, handling, shipping, and transporting for pollutant cargoes, as well as standards regulations of prevention of air pollution of the ship. Annex 6 seek to minimize airborne emission from the ship OXI or NOx, ODS, VOS. Shipboard. Based on my research, the best way to lessen the shipping industry ecological impact, route planning, and emphasize transportation to renewable and cleaner source of fuel. Efficient port operation, slow steaming, energy on board saving, battery technology adoption. For example, adopt an environmental management strategy. Avoid necessary printing, recycling, and public sustainable transport. Reduce emergency safety. Equipment for control the emission of the ship. How to reduce emission of the ship? Efficiency measured like slow steaming, reducing the speed of the ship, blows, placed at the front of the ship to the reduce drag and increase fuel efficiency. ECAS stands for Emission Control Areas, or Sulfur Emission Control Areas stands for SECAS. RC's area, which is strictly controlled their stability to maximize airborne emission from the ship as defined by Annex 6 of the 1997 Marpol Protocol. In Regulation 7, ship waste, particularly equipment containing ODS, when removed from the ship and exhaust cleaning system, reducing, must be properly discharged to a reception facility.
Regulations on energy efficiency for ships. EEDI regulations. EEDI requirements. New ship must meet specific energy efficiency standards that tighten over time. Impact on design. Encourage innovations in ships designed to reduce fuel consumption. So, EEDI regulations. The EEDI provides a specific figure for an individual ship design expressed in grams of carbon dioxide per ship's capacity mile. The more energy efficient ship design and is calculated by a formula based on the technical design parameters for a given ship. That is EEDI. And CEEMP requirements. Mandatory for all ships, focusing on operational improvements. Implementation strategies include speed optimization, hull maintenance, and better cargo management. So sa CEMP requires naman, it requires owner and operators to consider and implement new technologies and practices when seeking to optimize the performance of the ship. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm MJ Salvador again, and from Bsmt to Delta, and I'm presenting to you the last part of Annex 6 Air Pollution Decarbonation. Global decarbonation goals is the International Maritime Organization is aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by at least 50% by 2050 compared to 2008 levels. The purpose of these global decarbonation goals is to limit global warming and prevent severe climate impacts, protect the environment and ecosystem, improve public health by reducing pollutions, prevent climate disaster, promote sustainable economic growth. The last one is ensure transition and climate justice for vulnerable communities. The strategies for decarbonation is alternative fuels exploration of low emissions like LNG, hydrogen, and biofuels. The second one is technology innovations, adoption of saving energy devices, wind-assisted propulsion, and more efficient engines. The collaborative efforts of decarbonation is industry partnership, collaboration of stakeholder to develop.
So for our final and last slide, we have here the Annex 6 Air Pollution's conclusion. Annex 6 of Marpol is crucial for reducing air pollution from shipping. Through these regulations, emphasis on energy efficiency, and initiatives for decarbonization, the maritime industry can contribute significantly to the environment protection. As a future maritime professionals, understanding and adhering these regulations is vital for sustainable practices in the maritime industry. That's all for our topic. Thank you for watching.